Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, we'll be discussing on questions regarding enlarging and reducing designs. Let's say you have to enlarge this design that is provided to you by 2 times. The best way to do it is by constructing grids. So I've used here a 3x3 grid. I'm going to be duplicating that same grid but making the dimensions 2 times of the original one because the question specified it was to be enlarged by 2 times. If it were to be reduced by, let's say, 4 times, you're going to be making the grids 4 times smaller than the original one. But why do we make grids at all? And that is to provide us with reference points. So for example, these 2 lines here originate at this point, which also happens to be the intersection of these 2 guides. Again, this point which lies along this line is the intersection of these 2 guides. In the same way, I can now plot these points here on this grid, and also the midpoints and the endpoints. A few of these could be exact intersections, a few could be an estimate. After having these reference points, I'm just going to be freehand connecting them. So now with the same procedure, you can complete the rest of the design. You may also be asked a question where you have to rotate the design by 30 degrees. So you don't have to do anything different with the original guide or the grids that you made. This grid that while duplicating it, you just have to rotate it by the angle specified by them. And you just have to follow the same procedure again. Another type of question is about mirror symmetry. So you can be asked, you have to make the design symmetric around the x or the y axis. So let's see how to do that. So in this case, I have the y axis symmetry. So I'm going to be drawing a line which is the y axis here, and I have to duplicate this design by flipping it around this axis. So it's just basically a mirror. You have to use the same grid system as mentioned before, and the same thing applies to x axis as well. Another kind of reference that you could use is spacing guides. So for something like as complicated as curves, you may find this useful. So I'm going to be taking any point on the curve and I'm going to be marking out the space that it is from the closest guide, and I'm going to be duplicating that same spacing guide on the other side, and then I could complete this line. So with these guides and references in mind, let's see some of the examples. That's it for this video. See you in the next one.